Hey, everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge podcast, episode number 167. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Follow me at the SkyLounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music, and also check out at the SkyLounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And without further ado, let's get this shit started. So, I'm going to preface this shit right now, kids, before we go any further. If you don't agree with me, if you don't like my opinion, if you think I'm a piece of shit, you could fucking leave. Anytime, any fucking time, you could just go. You could press the back button, you could press X, you could fucking go on Pornhub and ignore all this shit. Because these are my opinions. And if you don't agree, you could just leave. It's as simple as that. Okay? So, episode number 167. The Unfiltered, Sanction, and Arrogance reality show, George Floyd. Yeah. This is not going to be an easy subject. It's not. And I think the one thing that I'll clearly say at this point is George Floyd was murdered by Derek Chauvin. I think the simple truth is something that most and all of us can embrace. And yeah, there are a lot of extenuating circumstances with regards to the state of George Floyd before the WWE-style chokehold for 9 minutes from Chauvin. And then you had the 3 officers, I'm kind of considering them fuckboys in blue, just surrounding the fucking guy whilst he's still down. Holy fucking Christ, people. A man died. A man fucking died. And so the worst part is the optics of this crime was a fucking spark to ignite the country ablaze. A white cop kills a black man. For most people, this is all you need. This is all you need to say before social media goes in a state of pandemonium. Anonymous is back with all their cryptic shit, hacking, V for Vendetta mask. It's a Guy Fawkes mask, actually, but alongside them, you had the fucking witches and Amish coming out of nowhere. Hashtag fuck the police. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Hashtag Blue Lives Matter. Hashtag White Lives Matter, etc. Most people only need a few fucking words to get bullshit started. And so, what we see now, nightly, in the United States, are these protests. And, from here on out, I'm going to say riot. And yeah, I know the fucking difference, you goddamn sons of bitches. But just for argument's sakes, let's just put this out there, okay? The riots going on right now has been years of identity politics on both sides, culminating in a big fucking explosion. Now, there might be literal explosions out there because the world's just nuts right now, but it's something that's been coming for a long time. This clash of identity politics, which, as you can clearly tell, I'm not a fucking fan of. I think the murder of George Floyd was wrong. But I certainly don't agree with rioting and destruction of communities all over the United States. I respect police officers and understand they are individually sacrificing their own well-being and lives for the community. But there are real fucking scumbags who wear the blue uniform, and that's a fucking problem. And really the main problem with what's going on, at least this perceived reality, is because of the years of toxic identity politics seeping in through our collective thought process via social media, news, and massive corporations, the United States has become a breeding ground for tribalistic and mob mentality. And it's a simple statement, right? If you're not with us, you're against us. Holy fuck. Anytime someone says that, I think automatically they're a simpleton. Anytime you say some fucking really just black and white statement like that and ignoring everything else that's going on in life, because life isn't complicated, right? Like, life is so black and fucking white. Well, when you do shit like that, it flat out tells me, wow, you're just there to say your shit. You're a cause of fucking stir. And I automatically hate you if I don't agree with you. Like, what the fuck? And that's on both sides. That's on both fucking sides. Don't try to fucking twist this shit around, motherfuckers. That's on both motherfucking sides. Holy fuck. Modern day politics is basically a shitcoin with two diarrhea sides. Okay? Conservatives, libertards. Republicans, Democrats. Douche and turd. It's the same shit. U.S. political discourse has turned into basically sports ball discourse. Okay? And I'll give you an example. I'll give you a fucking great example. I cheer for the Seattle Seahawks. I love the Seattle Seahawks. I don't like opposing teams. I don't like the teams like the LA Rams. I don't like the fucking teams like the San Francisco 49ers. I don't like the fucking teams like the Arizona Cardinals. They could go fucking rot in hell for all I care. Whenever we face them, I'm like, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. You're not with me, you're against me. That shit works in sports. And you know what? It's not right or wrong, right? You're watching sports like, man. But that's the mindset of sports fans when they're watching this shit. That generally is the mindset of most and all sports fans. A very binary style of looking at shit. But now the problem is you see it clear as day. Everywhere you go. Every and anywhere you go on the internet, social media, comment threads, goddamn Facebook posts. I mean, people are becoming indoctrinated into their own party and thinking like fucking extremists. If he/she is X, then she's not allowed to do Y. And again, I need to keep emphasizing this shit because I feel like a lot of you thick-headed motherfuckers aren't going to get this. That shit is coming from both fucking sides. That shit is coming from both fucking sides. Left, right, all over. All over. And it's just fucking insane to me that you're all circumventing and making your racist rhetoric work conveniently for you. Racist rhetoric conveniently fucking packaged, squared up, ready to fucking microwave for you, motherfuckers, for both your fucking sides. And that is creating such a fucking toxic schism in this country that the US is basically dying. Like, the bilateral party system is a fucking joke. Was, is, and always will be a fucking joke. I remember being a little shitbag. I'll tell you a fucking story. I'll tell you a fucking story about goddamn politics and how fucking useless and pathetic it is. I remember being a little shitbag a couple years ago. And still am a shitbag. to be really fair, I'm still a yelly shitbag. So we'll just put that out there. But I remember back in 2016 where Donald Trump won the election back in November, right? And I was so upset. I was so upset to the point where I remember being in this exact room and turning off my TV and going out for like a 30, 40 minute walk and coming back home, getting a couple beers in and just being like absolutely miserable. Like, oh, life is fucking horrible. Republicans are evil. They're going to kill all the immigrants. Oh my God. The Democrats are betrayed. Oh, why would America do this? Ah! But through the last 4 years, since 2016, I realized that politics is nothing but a vaudevillian show, and the puppet masters are hidden from the public's blissful ignorance. It is, kids. Your fucking politicians out there right now, they don't give a shit about any of this. They don't give a fuck about any of this shit going on right now. This is all a part of their little fucking scheme. To keep them back in fucking place. To keep them up top in power for quite a long time. Right? But yeah, that's the thing, dude. I grew up. I grew the fuck up. I said, oh shit. People aren't just politics, religion, and race. People are much more than that. And when you actually talk to different people, you get different perspectives. And kids, that makes you worldly. That actually helps you with opening your mind and broadening your horizon. How crazy of a concept is that shit? I have Democrat friends. I got Republican friends. I got friends in all fucking age groups. I got fucking people that just look at me like, oh, dude, you just talk about shit. Yeah, let's just talk about shit, because I don't really need to fucking be in the same fucking skin color and class and religion and politics as you. Man, if I'm cool with you, I am cool with you. Like, damn, man, be friends and chill with people of all different backgrounds, ethnicities, and political ideologies. It actually, it does help. Like, I'm telling you, like, if you haven't done that shit already, if you're a fucking Democrat and you only got Democrat friends, if you're a fucking Republican and you only got Republican friends, diversify your fucking portfolio. It's unbelievable that an idiot like me can say shit like that and it could come off as rational, right? It's like, oh, wait, he's making a lot of sense. Whoa, me? That's a rare W. It's a rare fucking W. Man, it's just fucking nuts these days, man. It's just fucking nuts these days. So no matter how much I want to project my thoughts, my philosophy, my modus operandi of doing really anything, you have to look at reality for what it is. And I think the sad reality right now is people are making this out to be black versus blue, when the real battle should be the collective us, the collective capitalized us versus the system. And yeah, I sound like a fucking crazy ass conspiracy dude in his room. Just, did you know the government is putting fucking powder in our fucking food to limit our sperm counts? Like, oh, fuck. Becoming that guy. But when you just take a step back and observe what's happening in our world without any sort of real emotion behind it, it's kind of terrifying. The masses keep getting fucked. And what I mean by the masses, just guys like you and me. Guys and gals like you and me. Just normal, average Joes and Janes. Dicks and Dots. Steves and Sallys. Like, we just go about our daily business, but we keep getting fucked. It's these fuckers on top. It's these fuckers on top. Always. Your lawmakers, your multi-billion-dollar companies, your government, your fucking precious celebrities, mooching off your hard work. They are sucking off your teats and your dicks. And it's these fuckers up top who keep engineering these elaborate contraptions to keep you fuckers down. And I mean, I hate to say it, but they puppeteer these meaningless wars. Hyperbole, yes, maybe. But right now, with what's going on in the USA, this feels like the war for America's broken soul. And honestly, there's no winner in this situation. As cynical as that sounds, have you studied the history of this country? Have you studied the behaviors of the relationship of bourgeoisie and the proletariats? Yeah. Usually this shit doesn't end well. And here's the thing, too. Both sides are inconsolably overly emotional. And the tribalistic mindset is going to stop any sort of common discourse to happen. Because apparently the logic now is, if you support cops, you hate black people. If you support Black Lives Matter, you hate cops. I just need you to sit there with me. Like, I'm for the audio version of this podcast, I'm gonna go silent for like 10 seconds. For the video portion, you're gonna sit here right with me. And let's just let that shit sink in for like 10 seconds. You want me to read it again? I'm gonna read it again, and we'll just fucking sit here for 10 fucking seconds and just think about this shit for a second. The logic nowadays, anywhere you go now, if you support cops, you hate black people. If you support Black Lives Matter, you hate cops. Yeah. Did you think about that for 10 seconds? Did you think about that for 10 seconds? This, my friends, this is some dangerous, extremist thoughts, and no one is talking about how much brainwashing is actually being done on both sides via news, social media, Hollywood, sports ball. Got all these athletes talking. Holy Christ. Holy Christ. I mean, right now, it is a fucking bloodbath in the identity politics world. Drew Brees is a perfect example. Drew Brees today was berated by the social media world because he took a stance to support military. Something along the lines of he'll never kneel during the national anthem. And this is a very touchy subject, military talk. Military talk is a very emotional and touchy subject, and so is race. So when you mix these two things together, not the greatest fucking thing. And so Drew Brees just getting fucking hammered down by everybody. And I'm just sitting here and thinking, you're bullying this man who gave so much to the city of New Orleans. Like, the fans are now trying to turn on him. He brought you a Super Bowl, donated millions of dollars into the city, but yeah. Apparently now he's a racist. Who knew? Drew Brees, the racist. Ah, fuck! I don't really sleep a lot these days. On average, I'll probably get like 3 to 4 hours a night. And it's because I'm constantly going on Twitter. I'm constantly checking news feeds, and I'm constantly checking all the shit going on around the world because I want to understand just this insane binary mindset that this whole country has now adapted. And I'm trying to make sense of it. I really am. I'm just trying to make sense of this shit. And honestly, I understand that I'm going to come off as ignorant. I'm going to come off as brash. I'm going to come off as a bit cold-hearted at times. But when you're pursuing knowledge when you're seeking knowledge and in the pursuit of knowledge, emotions are fine and dandy, but you need rationality and logic. You do. And right now, the country's just all up in its feels. It's all feels. And you might be sitting there watching this. I mean, if you made it this far, congratulations. You've made it so far past, all that fucking yelling and screaming, so congratulations. But you might be looking at all this shit and saying, well, you fucking conspiracy theory, philosophy, hard-on, racist-sounding, cynical cunt. If you're so fucking smart, and with all your fucking logic, and all your fucking examples, and your fucking pop culture evidence, what the fuck is your fucking solution? Well, if you watch history, situations like this usually end up in heartbreak. Well, I mean, depends on what the definition of heartbreak is, right? But I would imagine, I guess the general majority that Trump isn't the best choice. I don't fucking know. But, that's actually a curious question. What's the majority thought on that? At the same time, I don't really give a shit. What I actually give a shit about is potential events that can arise from all this shit. So I have a couple of thoughts. So you'll have option one: massive riots, police gets involved, government gets involved, up top with president, all this shit, breaks riots, compromise laws, tip tap top, bam, Trump 2020. Massive riots. Option two is massive riots, police, government gets involved, riots keep going, government forces hand, near civil war, military might eventually snuffs out the riots, boom, Trump 2020, but in probably a more extreme fashion in terms of military might and other things of that nature. Or you go option three. Option three. If you played Assassin's Creed 2 before, you kind of see the mentality in this. Use massive riot as a ruse. Find central figureheads in politics and Hollywood that's responsible for committing horrendous and heinous acts they'll try to cover even after death, and expose their shit publicly. I'm looking at all those fucking sex offenders, those child molesters, and other corrupt pieces of shit that's been treating this fucking country like a goddamn chess toy. Or toy chess. What the fuck, man? Well, you know what the fuck I mean. You have these assholes up top who think they're untouchable, who think they're never going to get away with, they're always going to get away with shit, and they're never going to be in trouble. We got to snuff these motherfuckers out. We got to find them out. Use the riot as a ruse. And then, protesters and police join force to march these pieces of shit in their respective cities for miles. However horrendous the crime, however many miles you think it's necessary for them to walk to fucking death if necessary, do it. Do it. Publicly fucking shame the shit out of them. Ring the bell. Shame. 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 And then find a third-party judicial system, lay out these heathens, put their fucking crimes on the goddamn board, and watch them meet their fucking punishment. Or, if you've played Assassin's Creed 2. Yeah, but no. Probably not the best idea, but rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. You do this to clean out the fucking garbage in the system and put in capable people to advance this country and not mired in identity politics or fucking personal gain shit. Just reform the system to be based on meritocracy. Right? How do you do that? Well, I'm going to just say this right now. I have no idea. That's what I would wish. That's what I would truly wish for to happen, with all this shit going on. But tis a dream. Tis a dream. And yeah, no shit, that's not all the solutions, but that's just how I see shit potentially playing out. And yeah, no shit, I can be wrong. I can totally be wrong. And if I am, great. I'll fucking correct myself and move on. Because that's what you should do with life. If you make a mistake, I fucked up. Well, you gotta learn from that shit and move on. God damn it, man. God damn it, man. I don't even know what to say anymore, bro. I really don't know what to say about this goddamn country anymore. Just these fucking moronic assholes on both sides who are seriously just flexing their stupid ass ego and arrogance and toxicity and their radicalized extreme racism. And I'm saying that shit on both sides. No one's clean here. No one's fucking clean here. And yeah, at the end of the day, no matter how much logic and rationality I try to lay it out, none of this shit will work. Because that's just how 2020 feels like it's going. And people are pricks. It's not the fact that 2020 sucks. It's just that people are making 2020 suck. You get that difference? Do you fuckers actually get that subtle difference? If you do, good. If you don't, read a book. So ultimately, kids, your politicians manipulate you and sit around on their asses doing nothing. Your media force feeds you lies constantly in your face. Your politics have poisoned you against your own country. Your feelings have blinded you from reality and logic. The United States is dying of cancer, yet is placing all the blame on coffee. Congratulations, America. You gave yourself cancer. Self-inflicted. Well done. You're all fucking assholes. And guess what? A cynical asshole like me, no lives matter. No one's special. No one's better than anybody else. You're all pieces of shit. And to be honest, everyone dies. Everyone is just organic fucking garbage, compound, and mess. Like, that's all you are. To think that you're special than what you are, go fuck yourself. All of you. Every single one of you, go fuck yourselves. I'm not gonna lie, this was exhausting. This was fucking exhausting. Holy shit. And yeah, no. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. After that weird fucking maniacal villainous line, I'm not gonna go shoot up no goddamn place. Not a fucking psychopath. I play a lot of video games. I watch a lot of television. But guess what? I'm not a fucking insane person where I can't connect the goddamn logic and reasoning and go off and fucking kill off people. Fuck you, media, for pushing that idea. And all video gamers are violent. Go fuck yourself. I'm going to write a strongly worded letter about this. Yeah! But guys, next episode on the Sky Lounge. All you dopey political nerds can just fuck off right now after this. If you don't like what I had to say, cool. I don't really care. And if you're just going to fucking complain a bitch, just leave. Just leave. There's a door. Just fucking leave. Good Lord, you toxic, basic motherfuckers have no souls and are just a fucking puppet with a conveniently placed hand compartment to stick up your fucking ass so I could just grab it and make you talk and just, yes, everyone is racist and homophobic and sexist. This world is so disgusting. Everyone's a victim. Man, no wonder the new generation is fucking failing. Even though my generation is one of the failures. So, all right, motherfuckers. I'm done. I'm done with you motherfuckers today. I appreciate you dropping by this episode. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on all the links here on SoundCloud, right? iTunes and Google Music. And also check out at the Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Oh, God damn. You know what? This is a little treat for myself and you. Go ahead and light this up here. Good. Just know, Daddy loves you. He's only yelling because he cares. And I have more stories for you next time. So until next time, fuck off.